Okay, get out of there, dupe, or you're gonna burn. Okay. Lava mixing with water. Oh, we're getting some steam now. Oh, it's going all the way up here. Crazy. Hello gamers, it's Wintermeat here from Grind This Game. Continuing on with oxygen not included in our quest for the big dig. So here's the map at the moment. Cleaned things up quite a bit since the last episode. This growing room. I kind of squared it off. There was some other areas here I wasn't using as much, so I sealed it in. It's all abyssalite surrounded, so it's pretty much maintaining its temperature, but it's getting a little warm in this bottom row, so I'm just adding weezeworts as I need them. Trying to find the perfect ratio of weezeworts to kind of growing tiles. It seems to be about like 5 to 1, but other stuff we did, cleaned up this whole area here. Oh, we had this giant more polluted water. It went all the way down here, but we didn't need any of that, so we can get away with this storage here, and this is for slime and polluted dirt. If you keep it underwater, it doesn't release its polluted oxygen, so that's why I did that. I dug out underneath this water reservoir here. This used to be a much larger area here. Kind of squared it off. So we got a bit of overflow and overflow. If it gets up to this area, it'll just fall down into here. But I started pumping it actually down. If you follow along here, it's going this way and then down. All the way down here. And we're using it to kind of cool down this area. So I opened up some of this super hot area here that's like between, it was around 700 degrees, but it's starting to cool down. Now it's around 300. And the heat just kind of jetted out of this whole area. You can kind of see it. It was worse before, but this area got up to like 200 or so because steam just squirted out. There was one little pocket of steam right here. And it was something like some crazy amount, like 700 kilograms. Yeah, 700 kilograms of steam just under extreme pressure. So when I put this vent right here, this mesh tile, it just was like a volcano of steam that filled up this whole area. So as I kind of drip this water in, it's cooling it down, I hope. And as things cool, I'm trying to dig my way in and let the water kind of wash over it and absorb the heat. Oh yeah, and we hit cycle 3000. Kind of a little bit past it now, but so we're kind of going level by level, digging our way down, trying to keep things cool. It's very cold over here, so I'm trying to open it all up so the cold can get over to this left area here, and to the right area, because the right area is, if you check it out, it's still pretty hot. Yeah, this area here. We want to cool this down, so we want to crack open this cold area, let the temperatures mix in here. I also cleaned up this area. There was a lot of digging still to do in this kind of corner here. I still have to do that here. A tiny bit here. And I might bother with the tops near the end if I need to. And the other thing I tried to do was right here. This whole area here is sealed, is a sealed room. Actually, it's not, I just realized. It should be a sealed room. Let me plug that up. And the idea here is to get this gas pump to pull all the air out of here and try to make a vacuum. It's actually not sealed here either. But it's too high pressure right here. Oh, it's 5 kilograms, wow. But eventually the dupes will breathe all out of this polluted oxygen and pressures will come down and this will hopefully make a vacuum. It might take a very long time, but we fried a few of our dupes in the hot temperatures. I gotta heal them up. Rowan. Getting the rejuvenator. Interestingly, all the chlorine and CO2 goes to the bottom right. So eventually, right down in this bottom right hand corner, I'll probably have my CO2 scrubber or scrubbers. For now, it's right here. It's doing a pretty good job at eating the CO2, but it can't get this little bit because it's all going kind of bottom right. There's probably somewhere in the programming that says, go towards this axis. Got a little phosphorus lake down here. It's pretty cool. With the steam room on top. I'm really looking forward to the next update. That way we can start a new map without lag. If I finish all the digging in this map, I'm gonna probably take on every dupe I can and try to scale up to as many dupes as the machine can handle. I'd like to see if I could go over 100. I got close before in a different game save. I got up to 80 or something. Actually, I might have hit 100, but can't remember. If the only thing they're doing is harvesting crops and eating and massages, then I think they'll be able to handle the lag, but I'm not sure. We're gonna have to sweep everything as well, which is gonna take a long time. They all look like they're whistling. Or chewing on lots of food. We might have to build another death chamber to get some morbs going. And they'll be able to eat all this chlorine for us. I don't think we have any morbs on the map right at the moment. We'll have to warm that chlorine up first too. Or we can super cool it and just mop it up. That's another option. Have you seen anyone else dig out the entire map? Let me know in a comment. I'd like to check out some other people who have done it. I know a Sky Storm, who's another YouTuber, he got close to doing it. I don't know if he ever finished though. Melt that slime, melt it. They go through slime like butter. Abyssalite's a little bit slower, but actually a lot slower. But slime goes pretty fast. I put a heater up here to melt all this. Got a bunch of ice up here. I think it's still ice, yeah. And eventually it'll melt all and drain all the way down to the bottom of the map. And I don't think it's heating up our grow room too much because we got the abyssalite there. It is getting too warm in here though. Even though I have tons of weezeworts. Might have to put a few more in. Right here. If we kind of had lower pressure out to the right, we could be pumping our super cooled oxygen into there, like we were doing before. But because all this area is overpressurized, it's not really working. We got low air pressure here at the bottom, so I'm just putting in another algae deoxidizer at the bottom here. When we finally get the pressure down in the overall map, we can pump our super cold oxygen in here like we were before, but until then we got tons of algae. We can just use a deoxidizer and then cool beside it. We got tons of weezeworts, so we might as well just use them liberally. Finally get rid of this chunk of chlorine here. Trying to cool down this area here. It's Stick some wheezeworts in, the magical freezing beings, heat absorbers. This dirt here, this was formed when all this polluted water fell into this really hot area and turned to steam. Dirt's a byproduct of, I guess, polluted water. And if dirt gets super hot, it turns into sand. Sweep up that nasty bleach stone before it gives off too much chlorine. Makes a cool sound. Gives off about a gram a second. I'm gonna try to build our little steam factory right here. Basically a steam pyramid with some water collection areas beside it. Just trying to figure out where exactly I want to put the collection areas. I'll probably dig all this out, let the lava come in and fill out this area. It'll quickly turn to igneous rock, but it'll be really hot. And then we want a little bit of room for the steam to rise. We want to center it a little bit. That may be good enough. Probably want our ladder access over here. Don't suffocate, Hassan. No. No, 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 no. Gotta get him out of there. Just need to build one tile. A couple tiles. Actually, just one. There is a little bit of oxygen there. Okay, good. Why are they digging when I said priority 5? It's weird. At least he can breathe there, kind of. There we go. Should be able to get out of there. Come on. Build this. Build this here, right here, right here. Build it. There we go. Get out of there. So the idea here is to let this lava in, heat up this water, and it'll turn to steam. It'll go up here. It will cool as it goes up because it's cold in this room. And it should turn into water at some point above here, and then kind of drip down these tiles. And on this side, it'll drip down into this little area here, turn into water. Oh, it is water, drip in here, and the pump will suck it out of here. So I have no idea if this is going to work. I saw it in a different video. We'll see. So if you look at the wiring, it's coming in here. I was going to put one here, but I don't think I will. And then piping. I'm going to drip polluted water here and control it with a valve here. And then I'll pull it out here and send it back up. I have a feeling certain things are going to overheat, in which case this is all going to break. That was my experience in the past when I built something like this. But we'll see how it goes. The key is to not let it get too hot, but hot enough to boil water, which can be a little bit tricky. Probably want to mop up the excess water here and just have the thinnest layer possible. And I'm going to crack open just this one tiny little bit and see if this lava is enough to kind of heat things up. Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, we got a thin little layer of water. I think it's safe to crack this open, see if this lava is enough to get some steam going. It'll turn to igneous rock pretty quickly, but See what happens. Actually, I just realized they won't be able to get back up if this leaks out. So we need to make some ladders here. If this piece doesn't work, we can dig through and get to this igneous rock here. Or try to let this in. Which could fire our whole setup if we're not careful. We don't want dupes to go in here once this thing's running, because it's going to be a giant steam room. And their little skin will blister off. We don't want excess water flowing in here, so I'm going to make a little blocker here. Mop up any excess that's already here. Okay, let's dig this little piece out and see what happens. Oh good, he was able to do it from there. Okay. Whoa! What the heck? We instantly got a bunch of sand. That was a lot of sand. Okay. Milligrams of sand. I guess from the polluted water. 0 sand. If this thing generates a ton of sand, it's not going to work. Because we can't go in there. It'll be too hot to go in there. I think that's what I encountered last time, actually. So this might have been a big waste of time. Okay. That instantly turned into dirt this time. Okay, we got some steam that time. Looks like the lava just disappeared. Completely. That's very weird. Okay. We do have steam in there. Okay. Oh, I just need a bit more water flowing in there. Time to get more drastic with this. Oh, steam forming. Oh yeah, it's heating up in here. Scalding. Okay, let's let this lava out. See what happens. Okay, get out of there, dupe, or you're gonna burn. Okay. Lava mixing with water. Oh, we're getting some steam now. Let's cancel that. Magma. Got steam. Way too much water. It's working in this direction. Steam is way too hot. 90 degrees. Got the dirt coming out of it. This isn't going to work. I can tell already. Too much dirt is going to come out of the polluted water. We got water forming up here. These tiles are going to overheat, I think. Because the steam is like... Oh, it might work. Let's see. Steam has to get over here though. We didn't really have any need for this apparatus because we could just mop up polluted water, but I thought it would be fun to build. There we go, we got some down here. Awesome. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, damage overheated. What's overheating? This tile. Yeah, I figured as much. These tiles are just gonna burn up. Oh, we got 52 grams of water. That should be enough for our base, right? Let's fry some dupes. Actually, she barely took any damage at all. Amazing. Let's get some more water in there. Got dirt coming out. These tiles are going to break. And the steam's just going to go up here and probably break these tiles. Could try to seal in this room. Steam is 700 degrees. Looks like ladders don't overheat, which is kind of cool. Yeah, this will never work because the dirt will just plug the whole system. We'll get dirt and then we'll get sand and then we'll just plug it all up. We won't be able to... Yeah, this is not going to work. We should just seal off this whole room and flood it with water. Let it cool down. Well, that experiment failed completely. But hey, it was fun, right? If this liquid vent overheats, then we're in big trouble. Because we won't be able to repair it. And then we won't be able to flood it anymore. Guess we'll just get back to digging. Since that didn't really work out. That's okay though. Lesson learned. We got like 10 geysers on this map, so that really wasn't necessary. But it's fun, right? Good learnings. So I skipped ahead quite a bit, did a bit more cleanup. And I noticed an interesting thing in here. If you notice, most gases are around 1 to 4 kilograms per tile. The steam in here is 4,300 and something kilograms per tile. So it's like it's ultra compressed. So I kind of want to see what happens if we crack this open and let this steam out. I suspect it's going to like make a giant plume, but I'm not really sure. But before I do that, I want to let in this cold water. There's cold water here, so I want to crack this open and let it cool down this area a bit. And then we'll maybe make a ladder down through here and open up this steam and see what happens. I want to try to cool down this whole area here. Oh, I got some steam coming out already. Oh, I guess that water was enough to punch through. 10,000 kilograms of steam. It's getting even more compacted by the water. Wow. Looks like they can't reach this dig right now. If we make them a little ladder though, they might be able to get down there. There's too much water in the way at the moment. This little bit of water might just break on its own, but I'm not really sure. It seemed to be holding. Oh, there, a big plume of it got out. Ultra hot steam. This guy's digging underwater. Okay, I'm going to try to maybe break in right here. Yeah, and I put some weezeworts in here just so they can cool down this area. Because I think the steam is going to burst out of here. We got phosphorus liquid solidifying down in here. It sounds like water's dripping through something, but not quite sure what. Maybe this is breaking up and it's making that noise. Eventually I want to build a giant swimming pool at the bottom of the map. Just let all the water drain, because it can't break through if it's the bottom, because this neutronium is indestructible. And I'm not sure under enough water pressure whether this rock would, I guess it would just, I'm not sure if it would break down or what. If we put like 100 tiles of water on top of it. Oh, some more steam popped out. Get out of there. There we go. There we go. It's been cracked open. Let's see how far this goes. $5,000 kilograms. 80 kilograms. It's going to heat up this whole area. But eventually it'll turn into water and fall back down. We don't want our tiles to break. That would suck. Look at it go. Wow. $100 kilograms. Get out of there, dupe. Get out of there. It's a waterfall. We should get into this ice biome here. Try to get them to mix. It's a volcanic eruption. It's running pretty slow. I probably should have opened this ice biome to it first. Try to help cool things down. There's a lot of steam. I haven't seen any dirt kind of condense out of it yet, out of this polluted water. It's like Niagara Falls. Whoa. Oh crap, we got damage here. Let's take everyone off repair, so they don't try to repair those. I might have opened Pandora's box here. What's pressure damage, not heat damage? I kind of want it to flood back down anyway. Oh, it's going all the way up here. Oh, crazy. I guess we'll just let this kind of settle in and hopefully it'll cool down eventually. Some of this water is flowing over into here and cooling down, which is good. Looks like most of the steam is gone and been condensed into water. There's only a little bit of steam left here. Vacuum. And just carving out the top bits of the map here. I was going to leave them, but I thought I gotta dig everything out. If I'm going to do it 100%, I gotta do it 100%. So it'll probably take a little while to get through this. Probably like 10 cycles at the speed they're going. It's at the top of the map, so it takes them a long time to get up here and do this last bit. This will be it for the top. Just pause things so it's a bit faster. I want to clean up this area because it doesn't need all the ladders and stuff. There's a little bit of stuff off to the right here, but I'm just going to leave it. It's mostly neutronium, actually. If you can zoom in. There's a few little bits in here, but I've sealed this off because of the heavy wrought wires there. I probably want to cap this geyser here because I'm not really using it. It's somewhat capped right now, but it's wasting a bit of space, so I want to put a little box around it. I did a lot of sweeping, which took many hours. I edited that out, and there's still a bit of sweeping to go, but the bottom of the map is much cleaner now. There's a few little odds and ends, but... And our temperature is kind of coming down here in the bottom. It was really molten in this area, but I put some Weezeworts in, and they'll slowly cool this down. And I want to crack into this magma here. I want to get in here and get this cooled down, kind of saturate it with water. But then I want to crack in here, get this magma, maybe get this magma pocket. I really want to get down to the bottom of this kind of unrevealed area here. You can see the bottom of the neutronium's right here, so there's not going to be much left in here, but same with this little pocket. But it's basically like crack it open, cool it down, and kind of go deeper and deeper. And then as a final project, probably not for this video, I don't know if it'll be the final project, but I want to send all the water from all the geysers to the bottom of the map and just kind of see what happens. See if we can fill it up. This area used to be super hot as well, but it's cooled down nicely. I want to get this cool area over here mixing with this hot area here to cool it all down. And then crack into the magma where I can. I could probably crack in right here, but I'll save that for after all the digging is done up at the top. Got some weird sand forming here from the polluted water being turned to steam. We got 364k of sand, so don't really need any sand. I got some air filters going in the, or air scrubbers going on in the base. They're not a high priority though, so right here, air deodorizer, sorry. And I was able to get the temperature down. Once I put all these Weezeworts in here, it got really cold. So minus 38, minus 26, minus 32, and high air pressure. So this is like working perfectly now. And there is the odd cool oxygen packet that comes in from, I got a cooler over on the right hand side of the map. And this is sustaining everyone right now. If I ramp up the number of dupes, I'll have to expand this room. I might just put it in this pocket here. And maybe just keep going left. Before I scale up to 100 dupes, I want to have all the digging done. And I also want to have like maybe 1 million in food reserves before I start that out, just so I don't get any starving dupes. And then I'll try to take it to 200 dupes. I don't know if that'll work, but we'll find out. That was a fun little time lapse. So all these top bits are dug out now, except for a tiny bit right here. And everything else up top is pretty much done. I want to carve out this little bit in here. And all this is done, all this is done. I'm going to try out a little hatch trick next episode, I think. I don't know if it's not a trick, but I got some ideas for that. And I'm probably going to consolidate all the storage and get it up or around this area and get them to move it all from down here. I kind of want to seal off maybe large sections of the map now that it's all dug out after I've swept everything up. And once we get all the ice kind of being swept to one area, we should get rid of all these little bits of water that are forming. And I also want to, maybe next episode, play with this magma a bit more, try to cool it down. But since this episode's getting pretty long, I want to kind of end it. It's getting kind of long. Just one quick look at the heat overlay. This area cooled right down, which was nice. We want to get our way through the magma and cool it down. It's kind of nice, average, good temperatures in the center of the map here. Good temperature in the base. This geyser I could put in surrounded by a bisylite insulated tile, but I don't see any reason to do that yet. So you can see it's venting off quite a bit of heat there. And this area is hot because we had one kind of space heater running up there. But I got some ideas for the next 3 episodes actually. So one to do with a hatch, one to do with like a massive swimming pool down here. Maybe we'll make a high diving board like right here and have the dupes jump off and fall to their, not their deaths because they don't die, but anyway, I got some crazy stuff I want to try. So hit that subscribe button if you want to get alerted on future videos. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Would love to hear your ideas in the comments for other videos. So this ended up being, we ended up getting to cycle 3267. Time played 245 hours. It's pretty crazy. I kind of want to just keep going. At least until the next update comes out, which I think should be in the next week or 2, but I'm not. It's up to Clay and their plans. Anyway, so as always, thanks for watching.